On this episode of Lapeef, Let's Talk.
Look different is very crazy. It's very crazy.
You're missing my whole point I was making is that these people, these individuals, they skin tone change based upon what? The environment.
Yeah.
That was my whole point. That's why I said you can look at Ethiopians and you can see them with dark skin, just like me, and then they will have straight or curly or South American hair. That's my whole point. That these people,
South American hair.
Yeah, they have the look, man, I ain't even dealing with it.
Not hair.
This is the thing, Mr. Lapeef.
It's insane.
One at a time, family.
No, this is insane though, right? That y'all gonna argue this point and sit here and can't look, and you can't look at the Egyptians. Well, now the Egyptians is not really Egyptians anymore. They Arabs. I thought everybody knew this.
We can't just base that just because your skin color, because there are definitely people in the world that can be pale as hell and still got a whole bunch of African in them. We can't just base it on your skin color. I know you got more to me. I know that because I'm mixed with different stuff, but I'm just saying your statement is basically saying because your skin color, the deeper melanin means that you have more black in you than other people of lighter skin color or anything of that nature. Well, you don't know because there are other people of different races and different cultures that are darker than you but got no black in them.
What?
No, that is absolutely
you might
true.
be talking about different, you might be talking about different South Asian people.
Apparently, y'all have never seen Indians.
That's what
if y'all travel,
incredibly dark.
If you go out the country, they're really So
if you
don't have African descent. I'm talking about original DNA, not like okay,
if you were to say something like Ethiopian, then I probably could have rolled with you. But you say Indians,
right?
There are Indians that are
really dark skinned. Yeah. A lot of Indians have African DNA.
Well,
there are.
They do.
I don't know
my ancestors in South Carolina, like they do. And so do a lot of Asian people that are from certain places have a lot of African DNA because if you really want to go through it, there's honestly we're all one race of people, right? But there's only honestly three races. There's black, white, and Oriental, or whatever words you want to use, Asian. Right?
Yeah, it's
Asian.
called the Negrozoid, Caucasoid, and what's the third?
Everyone else, I don't know what that other one is.
I got it.
But it's basically Asian. And everyone else, every other culture, race, whatever, is just some kind of combination of one of those or all three. So when you Native Americans, it's okay, well, let's pull their ancestry and let's see what it really says. You know what I'm saying? Because all the continents were once connected at the equator. Are we what do we do? What do we?
Come on,
Mongoloid
and HBCU.
What is it?
Mongoloid.
Mongoloid.
That's Mongoloid.
Y'all ain't Mongoloid.
Just for the word black though.
The only connection is whether or not you listen to Lil Baby, or all of this other stuff. Y'all, come on, man. Nobody want to hear this. We don't want to hear the blacks arguing tonight. We're not doing it. Okay.
Well, I said what I said. So
no, but you can't deny the point.
If you like it, if you don't like it, you don't like it. So it's okay.
But hold on. I'm gonna just put this out here. You can't deny the point that Ethiopians was Arabs that was actually in the sun, and then over time they develop a darker skin tone.
You said Ethiopians are Arabs?
Yes, Ethiopians actually
are African.
Ethiopians, if you look at Ethiopians, they have some of the same attributes as what we'll consider Caucasian people, because they look at their hair.
What?
That's the thing. You're
attributing really far.
You're attributing ignorance. Mr. Logic, you're attributing
Ethiopians are African, sir.
No.
Courtney, what it is he thinks black people in Africa can only look one way. He
right.
That if you're Ethiopian and
I said it. Don't disregard my point. Listen to what I said.
That's what
look at the texture of Ethiopians' hair.
So what? There are African
people with
they
blonde
are
hair.
African.
With what?
They're literally African.
I can't believe. Have anybody ever been to Ethiopia on this panel?
All humans derive from Africans.
Wait.
So for you to act like it's the opposite,
wait a
that
minute.
doesn't even make sense.
Like
But
no
the
one
person
has
who
to.
Have
No one
anybody
has,
ever been to Ethiopia on this panel?
No one
Hold
has
on, one
to
at
go
a
to
time, y'all.
Ethiopia. No one has to go to Ethiopia to understand they're African because it's on the whole motherfucking continent. It's on the continent. They're African. Egyptians are African. What are you talking about?
Okay, so now watch this. Now watch this. Now watch this. Now this is the lack of knowledge. Just like this. If you go to Egypt, what would you see in Egypt?
Africans?
No.
Africa?
No,
What in the world?
Egypt, y'all need to go somewhere. I've been to Egypt and I've been to Ethiopia.
Where's Egypt?
Egyptians aren't African.
They're African. If you live on the continent of Africa,
No, listen. What you will find out is I'm surprised you guys don't know this. Ethiopia and all these. That's why I can't believe I'm saying this. If you go to Egypt. Egypt was at one point in time the New York City, the port city, and a lot of Arabs came. Now Arabs rule Egypt. Ain't no black folks there. That's Arab land.
I can't do any of this anymore.
I believe you don't know this.
Logic. I think I know where you're going. In terms
No.
here's the thing.
Arabs run Egypt.
But here's the thing, Mr. Logic. I'm not calling Africans black. That's what you're not understanding. I'm not calling Africans black. Now we can talk about black folks, but when I talk about black folks, and I think what Joe Rogan was talking about is why are we calling ourselves black over here in the States because of our complexion, and the only people that should call themselves blacks is actually the darkest of Africans in Africa.
What was my point, Courtney? Though my point was what. That being in that climate, what does it do? What was my point that I was making?
Depends on what part of Africa that you're in. Are we talking about the Congo?
Yeah.
Are we talking about Northern Africa?
Exactly.
Where you are on the continent.
No,
Africa's a huge continent.
One at a time, y'all.
The different factors decide how the structure of the human beings was developed based on the environment they had to survive in. So obviously, if your people come from the desert part of Africa versus the people that come from the more rainforesty part of Africa, the features have developed differently. But saying they're not African because they look different is very crazy. It's very crazy.
You're missing my whole point I was making is that these people, these individuals, they skin tone change based upon what? The environment.
Yeah.
That was my whole point. That's why I said you can look at Ethiopians and you can see them with dark skin, just like me, and then they will have straight or curly or South American hair. That's my whole point. That these people,
South American hair.
Yeah, they have the look. I ain't even dealing with it.
Not hair.
This is the thing, Mr. Logic.
It's insane.
One at a time, family.
No, this is insane though, right? That y'all gonna argue this point and sit here and can't look, and you can't look at the Egyptians. Well, now the Egyptians is not really Egyptians anymore. They Arabs. I thought everybody knew this.